One of the things you also talk about is, are you allowed to have a dual citizenship between the United States and Peru? Can you be a member of both under the Peruvian Constitution?
Yeah, our bylaws had to be like, if I have my kids, they're American, they are welcome to come to the PAPNJ. If you marry to the Peruvian, then you're welcome to the PAPNJ. And that's basically the two. We have honor members, which is beside the bylaws, but they are important people who are.
Do you discuss the national issues of Peru in your organization as well, like what goes on in your native country?
No. This is will be a can of worms to open a can of worms. We don't do politics for Peru. That's very clear here. We just have two issues right now, which is the free trade agreement and we're trying to have a representation from the Peruvians in the foreign countries. This is going to take a while. So,
well, the Congress is kicking around two issues that are important to Peru: the free trade agreement with Peru, as well as the immigration issue.
Yeah, the immigration issue. The free trade agreement is almost done. It's almost finished. We did participate in that because we're here, and the Congress needs to know what we're doing in this country, and also the immigration issue is something which we keep it very with a lot of patience. We just can offer to our community going to be citizen or resident next year or the following year. That's why we need to educate them. So don't ask for something which is going to be a little bit.
What's the structure of the organization? You're the chairman.
Yeah, I'm the chairman. We have 10 board members, and the structure is like this. We have the board in the whole state. We have the coordinators by county, and we have the delegates in the city. So actually we have like 2,000 members, like I explained to you. We have 29 delegates already in the city, and we're working in 3 counties. Now our targets are first where our community are living, like Patterson, Elizabeth, Rowe, Linden, Pertamboy, New Brunswick, and those are our main targets. So
you have some short-term goals to organize in the area where many of the Peruvians have chosen to settle.
Definitely. But doesn't mean like we're just gonna work with the Peruvians, because it doesn't work like that. We are very open. When you ask me if we're gonna just do Peruvian politics in this agenda, no, we do politics for here, for America, because we live in America. That's one of the conscience we try to place in our community. Don't think of one foot in Peru and one foot in America, because it's not gonna work. Or you are American, or you gotta live as the American rules, or you just gotta move away, because it doesn't work to be thinking with two.
And the headquarters is in Elizabeth?
The headquarters is in my office. In the back of the office, we set up a place right there. Meantime, to avoid costs, as you know, the beginning is
have to do that in the beginning.
The beginning is very expensive to maintain this organization. But I'm glad to meet a lot of Peruvians. We are in different level, and they really support a lot.
There are Peruvian elected officials in the state of New Jersey as well.
We have 4
right.
councilmen, but the truth is that we didn't create them. They work by themselves with their own
Well,
effort.
it usually happens that way anyway,
It
right?
happened that way, and that's not going to happen anymore, because now Councilman
But you also want to help further their...
Councilman Villalta is going to run for re-election in Harrison, the city of Harrison, this November. And definitely we're going to support him. And so we're going to keep our seats, and we're going to try to maybe have more elected officials through the years. We have an assemblyman in Connecticut, and basically we don't have many Peruvians involved in politics. And
But it's good to start somewhere, and that's what your organization is all about.
That's what we're planning to do, just to try to unify all these so many organizations in the whole state that sometimes they have this ephemeral work with 3, 4, or 5 years and they die. We're going to keep it alive, and everything counts here.
Now, you had a gala dinner 2 weeks ago, and
last week,
and it was the achievements. You celebrated some of your achievements of the first year. You want to talk about some?
Oh, definitely. We have a gala where we were present, and as a matter of fact, the Peruvian community, since this is your program, we'd like to thank you, because you means a good role model for us. And many Peruvians, they see you before we create this organization. They mention very well your administration, and people with education, people who understand what is to live in America. Our achievements, one of our main achievements probably is Senator Bob Menendez in the Congress. We endorsed Senator Bob Menendez. We did a fundraising for him, and we did a lot of marketing in South Jersey. and fortunately he won.
He's a good guy and a good representative of a lot of people.
He represents one of the most, high level in the Congress for the Hispanic community. And this is a history. And look like we are part of the history already because by history, he's the first Latino in the
Before we
Congress of the United
close, do you have any messages? And if there's any Peruvians listening, how can they get a hold of you and if they want to be a member of this organization?
Yes, so we have the website, is papanj.org, and messages will be just to ask before we question any type of communication with the Papa NJ. We have a lot of information to give to you, and the website you can find a lot about this new organization, and we like you to get involved with this organization because this is for your kids, for our community. For
It's
the
important
future.
to pass down the heritage.
This is for the future. This is not for us, not for me, because this is going to be when this organization matures. Probably, the kids are going to be favorable of this organization.
Dr. Carranza, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show this evening, and I wish you luck with Papa NJ.
Thank you for inviting me, Major. And